With a distinct lack of home comforts, Kerala in India is for those who like their holidays off the beaten track. Its simple charms attract the new age Falconer Pughs family.
India is totally different to anywhere else. You have to treat her with respect, and she is a law unto herself.
Magaluf in Majorca is the most popular holiday destination for Brits in the Balearic Islands. Everything is catered for on the main strip, so there's no need to venture further. It's the perfect holiday for the Foster family.
Sunshine, picturesque, beaches. I want to say then.
Both families will try to make it through each other's holidays as consumerism and spirituality collide.
It's over my head.
It's killing my brain, this.
You're not used to this type of life.
Totally different. I'm speechless.
For some, it will be a life-changing journey.
I met two birds from Brighton, ended up getting off of one of them.
But for others, it'll be hell on earth.
My mind is dying.
I really couldn't come here as an orange on myself.
Holiday Showdown.
Absolutely rubbish!
Chemist is in the rural backwaters of mid-Wales, where sheep outnumber people by 2 to 1. So for 8 sheep, you get the reclusive Hare Krishna family, the Falconer Pughs. There's 43-year-old Earth Mother Carrie Ann and her 30-year-old partner Mark Pugh. 18-year-old daughter Lisa and 17-year-old Chris are Carrie Ann's children from a previous relationship. Once a year, the Falconer Pughs recharge their spiritual batteries on a backpacking trip around the southern tip of India.
As a family, we've been to India a few times, and we really enjoy the travelling part of going to India.
And the only other reason I like India is because they live so simple. This is what I've always wanted, simple.
Back at home, they favour simplicity, living away from the excesses of modern life. Mark prefers to avoid spending time with other people, instead opting to work with trees and an axe. And when he's not in the woods, he seeks sanctuary in his shed. By his own admission, he's not the most socially skilled.
Awkward, stubborn, won't change my mind on anything.
The Falconer Pughs' love for India began when Carrie Ann and her children converted to the Hare Krishna religion 10 years ago.
We have a small temple room upstairs. I chant my rounds. 16 rounds is what Prabhupada said we should do. If ever the children, Lisa especially, has a problem, she will talk to the deities.
19-year-old Lisa shares her mum's Krishna beliefs, but as she's just started university, she stops short of wearing a bindi on her forehead. Whilst other girls her age worship drinking and clubbing, she's sure the spiritual path is the right choice.
I'm a very strict vegetarian, no meat, no fish, no eggs.
But 17-year-old lifeguard Chris recently quit being a Krishna to decide what direction to take. Unfortunately, life in the village doesn't offer much choice.
You got a day off and there's just nothing to do around here. Nothing for our age anyway.
But he's not missing much as far as Mark's concerned.
The best way to go is have acquaintances in life, not friends. Because if they die, then you don't even have to turn up to their funeral.
The bustling market town of Doncaster in South Yorkshire is famous as much for its nightlife as for its horse racing, and is home to the fun-loving Foster family. Meet Mum Sharon, Dad Harry, 19-year-old daughter Terry and 13-year-old Jade. Holidays for the Fosters are all about having a laugh with fellow Brits where everything is catered for. They've only ever been on package holidays, returning to Magaluf in Majorca for over 15 years.
It's just like being at a big garden party, a big barbecue. You're all sitting around the pool, you know what I mean? And we've made some really, really fantastic friends.
Magaluf is a home away from home, which is ideal for the Foster family.
We know where we're going, we know where we are, we know we're not going to get lost. And we feel safe. I think that's an important factor as well.
Yes, I agree with you there.
Feel safe with it.
Sharon and rail engineer Harry have been married for 23 years. It's a loving but lively pairing.
It's very important to have... Sharon, stop it, you're putting me off. I can't have you nudging and banging me all the time.
I'm trying to help you.
You're not helping me, you're putting me off.
And the feisty fun isn't just confined to the adults.
Describe me, Jade.
An idiot.
Thanks for the compliment.
For Mum Sharon, being bad is blowing the family budget shoe shopping. It's her own form of soul-searching.
I'm a shoe fanatic. I love shoes.
She hasn't got one pair of shoes at home. She's got 70 pair.
For Sharon, it's an essential part of keeping up appearances.
I think shoes say a lot about a person, because that knows if you've got polished shoes, then you are a little bit immaculate, aren't you?
She's brought her daughters up to share the same values both at home and on holiday.
We don't want to be somewhere where you've got no electric and you're back to basics. We want to be able to do what we normally do every day, and our hair and makeup are not glamorous.
But for the Falconer Pugh family, that's exactly how they like it. In keeping with Krishna philosophy, there's no need for fancy clothes or makeup.
I'm so happy a potato grows. That to me is more important now than how many shoes, dresses, clothes or anything I've got. And if they grow well, and if they don't grow, well, it's not the end of the world. You grow something else and eat something else.
It's a way of life familiar in India, the birthplace of Hare Krishna.
India is totally different to anywhere else. You have to treat her with respect, and she is a law unto herself. You have to respect her and you have to accept her, and you have to have an open mind to do both.
But it's the familiarity of Magaluf that appeals to the Fosters.
Sunshine, picturesque, beaches. I was going to say then.
The families are preparing to leave, although still don't know what the other holiday might be. But being Hare Krishnas makes packing easy for the Falconer Pughs.
Well, you don't actually own a huge amount of clothes. So, a jumper, a hoodie, a couple of t-shirts, long trousers, short trousers.
And this is all you need for India. Just one of these bags. They're comfortable, they're small. Look at that. Isn't that so sweet?
Mark's backpack wouldn't even hold Sharon Foster's toiletries.
And here, but don't squash my good shoes. We've just put a little bit of everything in, haven't we? And hope for the best.
At Manchester Airport, the Fosters are about to ruin the Falconer Pughs' karma, who are leaving from Liverpool Airport.
Get ready for lots of sangria and nights on the town in Majorca's most popular resort, Magaluf. We promise good times and a hangover or two. Bring it on, the Foster family. Oh, it's so exciting. Not.
I'm going to be drinking an awful lot of water.
Go out and right.
Magaluf in Majorca is a holiday hotspot for Brits seeking the familiarity of home but with a sunnier climate. 3 million of them make the package holiday pilgrimage each year. The families are staying at self-catering apartments that cost £89 a night. They haven't met yet, but Sharon is already nervous that the Falconer Pughs won't like her holiday and is determined to be the perfect host.
We will respect the values, the ways and everything. All we want them to do is just to feel comfortable with us.
Sharon's hosting duties begin as the Falconer Pughs arrive.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hi, I'm Carrie Ann. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Mary.
Harry, nice to meet you, Harry.
With the niceties over, Sharon sets out the rules for her holiday.
I love to go to shoe shops and shop. So when I go to the shoe shops to shop, I would like all females of the party to come along with me. Another rule we have is we basically want everyone to have fun, relax, enjoy themselves. If you want to be embarrassed and make a fool of yourself, we have no problem with that. That's mandatory. I can't say the word, that's mandatory. Basically, just go ahead and do it.
Having seen the bindi, beard and open-toed sandals, Sharon's not sure about the Falconer Pughs.
Yes, they're different. But I mean, it's not.
How do you know the difference?
No,
We've only met them 5 minutes and you're telling the difference.
You can still say the difference.
You can't say the difference at the moment. You don't know that.
Yeah, the bad things have said.
You can't judge somebody in 5 minutes.
The appearance is different. You can't judge.
What do you mean appearance? Is there a white t-shirt and a pair of jeans? What's that appearance?
No, but what she said there, beliefs are slightly different. They made that obviously clear.
And the Falconer Pughs are even less enthusiastic.
I think that they're putting on a show because they don't want to offend us. I'm just giving them a chance first to, I don't know, be rude.
For Lisa, seeing 2 girls in the other family is a big disappointment.
Girls tend to not like me. That's probably why I don't like them.
Coming up, Mark's brutal honesty is too much for Sharon.
My mind is dying.
Absolutely rubbish.
Anybody can sit there and say he's stupid. want to do that. That was so easy.
And there's a shocking revelation for the Fosters.
I'm gobsmacked.
The new age Falconer Pughs have just arrived on the fun-loving Fosters package holiday in Magaluf. Sharon Foster is taking Kerry Ann and Lisa Falconer Pugh for some retail therapy, but the indulgent consumerism is not their idea of a girly bonding session.
It's amazing that all these different shapes, sizes, heels, designs, non-functional shoes exist.
Although Sharon has inadvertently bought something that even Krishna might approve of.
Bought a kaftan. I think we're going to go off to the shoe shops.
Meanwhile, Harry's introducing Mark to his favourite pastime, a pint in the pub. Mark's not impressed with the Fosters' lack of adventure.
So how far have you been?
Well, obviously Europe. It's all in Europe.
And what stops you going any further?
I've set my ways as well, you know what I mean?
I'm sure your ways can be changed.
While Mark is trying to change Harry, Kerry Ann is also seizing the chance to convert the Foster girls.
You're beautiful as you are, my dear. Leave it natural. It's all been tested on animals. Lipsticks.
You put it on the lips?
If you wear lipstick, you lick your lips, don't you? So they've got to know it's poisonous or not. Yeah. So they force feed it to animals. When 50% of the animals die, then they know that's the toxic level of it. But they'll do that test with 1,000 animals, maybe 5-6 times. So that's 5,000-6,000 animals that have died to just find out one lipstick is poisonous.
While Kerry Ann is sabotaging the shopping trip for the Foster girls, Mark has abandoned drinking with Harry.
Take a nice view of the concrete. Just concrete. Nothing, just concrete. It means nothing. It has no purpose. There is no character. There is no charm.
Meanwhile, Kerry Ann is still failing to see the charm in blatant consumerism.
I'm just out of my league. I haven't got a clue what the names mean. I haven't got a clue what you do with half the stuff. It's like a different world. I haven't, you know, not just enjoying it, but I'm speechless.
And for material girl Sharon, not only has her shopping been ruined, but Kerry Ann's negativity is foiling her plans to be the perfect host.
I don't want them to think, well, what a rubbish holiday. Do you know what I mean? It's because to me it isn't rubbish, and I want them to see the nice things of the holiday. I wouldn't want to invite you over for a meal and for you to sit there and think, God, this is totally
Hey, girl.
The Falconer Pughs' disgust with materialism is increasingly stressing out host Sharon Foster. She's hoping a night on the town might win them round. They head to BCM, Magaluf's biggest and wildest club, with 4,000 holidaymakers shaking their stuff until 6 in the morning. It's a far cry from the rugged hills and sheep back at home.
My mind is dying. My mind is so excited with activity.
Mark can see something for 10 minutes, and then he wants to see the next thing, and then the next thing. So, if everything's too much the same, I think he's probably going to be getting bored now. Seen that, what's next?
I don't really enjoy it at the moment because I don't see the purpose in sitting in a noisy bar trying to communicate with somebody who can't hear you. I'm not learning anything because I'm not communicating with anybody to learn anything.
But for the Fosters, it's Mark who is the problem.
I just think he's a dark horse. I think time will tell.
It's a different story for the Falconer Pugh children. Much to Lisa's surprise, she's bonding with the Foster girls. And for once, it's not religion being rammed down Chris's throat. He's discovering that it's not just the food that is fast in Magaluf.
I went off on my own and met 2 birds from Brighton. Ended up getting off with one of them. And coming back, it was alright. It's been a good night. So, a bit like, but it's been a hell of a good night.
The Foster girls are impressed with Chris's style.
I think Chris is more of a party animal than Lisa. I think Chris is more of the wild child. I think we're going to see a different side to him.
Despite hitting it off with the foster girls last night, Lisa Falconer Pughs still has issues with the holiday.
Things with like going out clubbing and that, it's not what the local people do, so we're not actually getting to see what this island really is. We're getting to see what the English side of this island really is.
But the people are of less interest to Mark.
I just need to get out of here and stimulate my mind by doing something else.
Unfortunately for Mark, this morning the families are not even going to get out of the hotel.
A couple of beers this afternoon just to perk you back up, just to get you back into the mood of things for the evening. Chan, you don't tell kids.
It's an ideal opportunity to top up the tan to show off later, but not for Mark.
There's not an awful lot to see in the swimming pool, just tiles and cement.
Sensing the Falconer Pughs' lack of enthusiasm, Sharon is panicking that her holiday is failing to impress.
Just Chris, what do you think of Magaluf?
It's a nice place. It's like a load of shops and good nightlife.
Yes, you like the nightlife, don't you?
I love the nightlife. Nice people.
Lisa? I really enjoy it. Mark?
Absolutely rubbish! Do you know, it isn't enough, not enough going on. It's killing my brain, this. It's not active.
When we come away, what we try to do is spend most of our days relaxing and chilling, and just, we don't try not think about anything, which comes in handy today when I've got a bit of a hangover.
Say, for instance, you didn't go out on your night out, then you wouldn't have to also worry about your hangover the next day.
Well, that's part of the fun.
Ah, OK. That's one thing I can't quite get my head around.
Being the perfect host is proving stressful for Sharon.
Don't know if Mark's enjoying it. Sitting on the pill, that's what I'd normally do. Do you know what I mean? I'm not doing anything. I've had my breakfast cooked this morning. I've got my case, put my clothes on. I'm sitting here doing absolutely jack. Do you know what I mean? It's sunny. Do you know what I mean? It's lovely.
But the experience is spiritually void for Kerry-Ann.
This is what I used to do 10 years ago. To pay money to come and do this now, I would not do.
Sharon takes the criticism to heart.
It's so easy, right, to find things you don't like. It's so easy to have confrontations and argue. Anybody can be nasty. Anybody can sit there and say, you stupid, I don't want to do that. That is so easy.
After yet another knockback from the Falconer Pughs, the Fosters hope a trip to see the performing dolphins and parrots on roller skates at Marineland might raise a laugh. But for Kerry-Ann, it's yet another opportunity to preach.
It's a fine line between educating people. You have to have the mammal to educate people, as most people aren't aware, and how much suffering that actual animal has to go through to educate people who don't want to listen half the time.
Can you imagine if I had a parrot? It would not be able to talk, wouldn't it?
Would you let it get a word in edgeways?
The Falconer Pughs aren't warming to the Fosters' holiday, and Sharon is starting to despair.
If they even liked it a little bit, then I'd achieved something. I didn't expect them to like it all 100% full hog, but I wanted them to see, you know, see some good in it.
I just feel really sorry for them sometimes. They need to relax and enjoy themselves. They've worried about us so much that they haven't enjoyed their own holiday as much.
Sensing Sharon's upset, the Falconer Pughs decide to give the holiday more of a go. The Fosters are taking them to a show bar, where the flamboyant host delights in getting her audience in on the act. And Lona Mark is in her sights.
I need to find a man. A man who's going to come up here and do a little dance for me. Oh, yes! He looks strong. Are you scared of me? No! Don't reverse the psychology on me now. Come on, Mr. Stripey, come on, do that! I don't want to be a slave. I don't want to work all day. But I want you to be true. I have to grab my leg now, Mr. Stripey.
Much to everyone's surprise, Mark throws caution to the wind and decides to really go for it, actually enjoying himself. Almost too much.
Who in their right mind wouldn't go up on stage with a beautiful woman dressed like that?
Mark's star turn has made the evening a resounding success.
They're main man.
Although Mark and Kerry-Ann have yet to be seduced by Magaluf, the Fosters' efforts as hosts are winning them over.
Look at me, 17 stone and still going strong.
I thought it was a really nice bonding thing, you know. Mark enjoying it. He's probably never kicked a football in his life.
It's the final night, and the Falconer Pughs are starting to enjoy Magaluf. Putting in some bold moves on the bar, Terry is showing Lisa that life's not all about staying in with her books.
Great friend and a great person. She's got great personality. And one major thing, amazing at dancing.
And Chris, who came to Magaluf not sure what path he should take, seems to have found a whole new route.
Been a few pubs and then kind of went down the beach with that Stacey girl. Swimming, you could say. Yeah. And then ended up getting rather sandy and a bit wet. You know, got like sand everywhere.
His holiday romance Stacey is equally smitten.
I was kind of drunk last night, so I don't remember much. Oh, he's lovely.
I do like this holiday. I think I prefer this holiday to the other holiday that we're going on in India. This one, I think this one might be a little bit more exciting. Actually quite a bit more exciting.
The families have a very early start, as today they're flying to India for the Falconer Pughs holiday. The Fosters have yet to find out where they're going, but already Jade's not happy.
Jade, sweetheart. Hey.
Get it off!
Never mind, come on.
No, I'm not getting it.
You are.
Get it off.
Here's your clothes.
No, get off.
I'll tell you, Jade.
Get the light off it to me, eh?
Jade.
Dad!
Here's your clothes. Come on.
I'm not bothered. I'm not getting up and doing it later.
Speculation about the Falconer Pughs holiday is causing tension between Sharon and Harry.
Could be pony tracking or something like that.
Oh, that wouldn't bother us because I like horses.
You can't ride?
Yes, I can horse ride. Yes, I can.
The Falconer Pughs are already at breakfast, waiting to reveal their backpacking holiday.
Good morning, all right.
Good morning.
So the fashion-conscious Fosters won't be needing their heavy-duty suitcases.
For the next holiday, all you require is this bag or a bag similar, and that is all the luggage you will need.
That?
That.
Per person? One per person?
One per person. We are about to go to the airport, and we're going to go and catch a plane over to Kerala, which is in the south of India. We've got
India as in Asia?
India as in Asia.
That is absolutely fabulous.
Yeah? What do you think?
It's going to be one hell of an experience. I hope you'll never forget.
Sharon Foster is crying with joy.
For once, I don't know what to say. I don't know. I'm gobsmacked.
But the Foster girls are crying at the prospect of slumming it with no makeup.
Don't get upset. It's totally different.
However, it's all smiles for Mark and Kerry Ann.
Life is but a dream.
Coming up, Kerry Ann is forced on the defensive.
Don't feel sorry for these people. This country has everything it wants.
It would have to be really conceited and nasty not feel anything.
And India overwhelms the Fosters.
Frightening. I mean frightening.
After a 13-hour flight from Magaluf, the families arrive in Trivandrum, the largest town outside Bombay on the southern tip of India. Over the next week, they'll travel from Trivandrum north to Kottayam, covering 100 miles on bus, trains, boats and rickshaws, seeing the real India en route. For the Fosters, who have only ever been on package holidays in Europe, it's a massive culture shock.
It's awesome. All the different.
The Falconer Pughs have hired a bus for the first part of the trip, but for Harry, it's a world away from the park and ride back in Doncaster.
I've seen this at, what do you call it, Stonehenge?
Now on his own turf, Mark is really coming out of his shell and can't wait to take control.
Absolutely brilliant.
The Fosters' first taste of a new continent is overwhelming.
So impressed by the highway rules here. No motorbike helmets. Everybody wants to pass everybody and kill everybody, I think.
Home, a little shack. And yet they're still smiling, they've got your I'm not crying because I'm sad. It's just like, oh. It's not a nasty shock to you. It's over my head.
Don't feel sorry for these people. This country has everything it wants. Okay? These people are happy.
When you first came, did it pull on your heartstrings a bit?
Probably, yes. I
think it would have to be really conceited and nasty to get off that plane and walk through and not feel anything.
The two families are spending their first night at the coastal resort of Valhalla. The Falconer Pughs have booked them into bamboo huts which boast electric fans and even working toilets. It may not be the Fosters' idea of luxury, but it's all relative in India.
Oh, you got a nice bed used to anyway.
Back to basics.
I never been to basics, however.
The rooms are basic in India, but they've got everything you need.
Very authentic, very simple, very, very, very basic.
Yeah.
Frightening. I mean frightening.
I'm not even sleeping in there.
No. We're not used to this type of life. You know,
it's like a tent.
It's...
But it stinks.
Well, it's...
The toilet and the bathroom's disgusting. I'm not even using it. I have a smell.
And there's yet more bad news for the Fosters, as Kerry-Ann explains her holiday rules.
No getting drunk, basically. It'll dehydrate you, it's going to make you ill, and I can't see you doing it while you're here anyway. The other one is, try the food. I'm not saying you have to be vegetarian, but meat does tend to be dodgy.
But being a New Age holiday, the Fosters needn't worry too much about the rules.
I know this is our holiday, but at the end of the day, they are free people. We don't force things upon them. They do what they want to do.
Mark hopes a shopping trip to a local market will win the materialistic Fosters over to India, whilst introducing them to the culture. Although Sharon loves to shop, the abundant poverty is all she can think about.
Look at the little face.
Thank you, my sweetheart.
Probably it's their tea, isn't it? It's their, do you know what I mean? They do that for a living.
Seeing people beg to earn money is not the sort of sightseeing Harry would choose for a holiday.
He's been there since we've arrived this morning, and it's interesting to see how much he's collected in there. It's terrible. Not nice at all.
Just my heart goes out. I'm a freak, am I?
Sharon feels compelled to buy from all the children.
How much for them three?
But even though she's a seasoned shopper, she's unable to meet the demand.
This is a learning curve, Sharon. You learn the hard way, and that's the hard way.
How much? No. We've got ours, how much?
We're going to end up being skint time we get down this road.
Also seem to be sympathising with the people a little bit. It is hard, but it's not sad. These people are not to be pitied. India is really coming into its own. It doesn't need us to turn around and go, there, you'll be okay. India's going to be fine.
With only a few restaurants in Valhalla, choosing somewhere for dinner doesn't take long. But there is greater choice on the menu, with lots of local curries and seafood delicacies.
Excuse me, what type of fish is that?
Butterfish.
Butterfish, yes? Caught from out here, yeah?
It's not a hit with Jade, but at least it's not buttfish.
I don't like spicy stuff or creamy stuff like that, so I like plain food.
After the excesses of Magaluf, India has some benefits for Chris.
Lifestyle between last week and this week, the main difference would be this week would be more of a detox, and last week was abusing my body.
I come to India because it's a simple place to live. They don't care about anything. They don't look at you twice if you dress like a tramp. You just do what you want to do when you want to do it. And it's simple.
The Falconer Pughs holiday is all about taking in new sights, and they'll certainly see a few today, as the next leg of the journey is by train.
I look like elephant. I'm in the right country. Female Indian elephant.
The first-class carriages of the train provide a comfortable ride, but unfortunately for the Fosters, they're travelling in economy class. Competition for a seat is fierce, but for the Falconer Pughs, mingling with the locals is the perfect way to see the real India.
It's just so mad in here.
And this isn't actually that bad. We've got buses where you wouldn't believe the crush you get on.
After hitting it off in Magaluf, Lisa's showing Terry how to enjoy it, while rail safety engineer Harry is trying not to think about the 300 accidents that happen every year.
Doesn't seem to be any safety standards here I've seen so far. I really don't know. I've got me back to the railway and I'm just travelling with it and hoping for the best.
The crowded third-class carriage has no air conditioning. It's 38 degrees, and after 6 hours, Sharon is struggling to appreciate the culturally enriching experience.
It is rather warm. You're with the real people and everything, but if I was to do the train journey again, especially with children, I would have went maybe to class higher.
A sentiment shared by Jade. After an 8-hour journey, they've arrived in Kateem, 100 miles from Trivandrum. The Fosters are finding the poverty and lack of home comforts too much.
We've like come off another planet, been dropped, spun around 3 times, and more or less said, get on, wait and do the best you can.
Yeah, see how pleased it is? I feel like a right tramp, and see my hair, I ain't got no cream and see my face.
And the top doesn't even fit, I've got it all stitched together with pens.
That's my lot for tonight.
And tonight's accommodation is unlikely to improve matters.
The Foster family, welcome to your home for the evening. This is your home for tonight.
Every homestay we've ever stayed at has each been quite unique. I've never found 2 that are the same. So every time I turn into one of these, it's just wow.
They'll be spending the night in a homestay with a local family who have prepared a meal entirely of local dishes. But the good news is that the food is served on banana leaves, and there's no cutlery, so there's no washing up to do. But it's of little consolation to the fussy Foster girls, who are missing their junk food.
I had a drink of water, I'm fine, I'm not even hungry. I don't think I would eat it again, to be honest, because it's not me.
The total lack of familiarity is pushing Harry to the limit.
I'm missing home. I like a beer. I like social life. Nothing changes.
For Chris, after Magaluf, his family holiday in India is not the same, and he's rethinking the way he holidays.
I missed Stacey, to tell you the truth. Yeah, even though I only met her for 3 days, but it's really nice. And the nightlife. I do like to go out and get absolute.
But for Mark, India is paradise.
There's got to be something about India. Everybody loves me coming here. Everybody loves the people from Wales, England, just different people. Well, I love them. They can't do enough. We're treated like kings and queens.
The Fosters are at the end of the line with India, so in a bid to win them round, the Falconer Pughs fall back on another shopping trip.
It's good, very good.
Yeah, that second one I tried not so good though.
Milky coffee, isn't it?
But all the trip achieves is to reinforce to the Fosters all the reasons why they hate to holiday off the beaten track.
I really couldn't come here as knowledge for myself. I just can't explain it. Everything I've seen. It's strange, it's really strange, it really is. I don't feel sad for the people who think like that, they're happy. Everyone wants a piece of your backside though, that's the trouble.
Mark takes the sceptical Harry under his wing and makes it his mission to show him the joys of the simple life.
If it doesn't look good, put it back down.
Only thing what's missing is a bit of salt.
The Fosters are not seduced by the hot bustle of Indian town life, so the Falconer Pughs arrange a more peaceful way to travel. Kerala's network of backwaters make it very easy to get around by boat, which can be hired for less than £10 a head.
Oh, cormorants. You see the cormorants? Is it a fish?
The purpose of us being here is to see as much as we can of their way of life.
Yeah, we appreciate that. This is the more relaxed side of the holiday, which is it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. I've never seen so many coconut trees in my life.
The beautiful backdrop might be winning Harry over, but it hasn't made Terry forget about the lack of mod cons.
They've got no mirrors, they haven't even got a proper shower, not being able to wash properly, do my hair and things like that, I don't like that. They're like a right tramp.
And for Jade, it's still the food that is hard to stomach.
I don't love poppadoms and I don't love rice because I don't like any of them. It's just you love poppadoms and rice.
Things are looking grim for Jade, whose supply of crisps are running dangerously low.
I'm waiting till the gas blows.
For Sharon, it's time for reflection, and she's starting to reassess not just her own holiday, but her way of life.
They don't need washing machines, they don't have cookers, they have nothing. Everything they have is what is around them. You know, they've got the simplest of things, but they really, really do seem happy.
Coming up, the Fosters risk life and limb on the Indian roads.
Was it being killed?
Huh?
Was it being killed?
And Mark goes on the offensive in The Last Supper.
I was never young, foolish and stupid enough to go and up the wall every penny that I earned.
This morning, the Falconer Pughs are taking the Fosters for a ride in India's notorious rickshaws, where surviving the journey is half the fun. The children from both families have grown close, and Chris takes it upon himself to depart some words of wisdom to the girls.
The rickshaw ride is interesting, to say the least. It looks a bit dodgy, it might like fall apart.
In a country with no highway code, it's every man for himself on the roads. The Falconer Pughs have seen it all before, but it's a big adventure for Harry and Sharon Foster.
Go on! Give him a bump. Bit of London driving, go on.
Was it being killed?
Huh?
Was it being killed?
No, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, here's some there. Get in there on the old chicane. They don't give a monkey's how they drive here. That was absolutely class, that. Brilliant. I love it. It's like being in the maddening crowd.
Harry might feel safer now he's out of the rickshaws, but on the Indian roads, it's a case of out of the frying pan and into the fire.
In India, there's a bit of a tradition about how to cross a road.
Like playing chicken.
Well, actually, yes. You have to go straight across the road.
Yeah, like they say, God is helping us.
You've got to just walk straight out.
Yeah.
I don't know how the hell they miss us, I don't know. Anyway, am I going to attempt it? Whoa, there's a bike coming.
Mark's careful guidance is winning Harry round, even down to the matching stripy shirts.
That was class, that even got me killed.
Sharon is beginning to see beyond the poverty and starting to mingle comfortably with the locals.
Your name? Zaku and oh, and you cute.
Meanwhile, Harry is wandering round like a local.
How far are you going? Can I have a little ride round, yeah? Yeah? Round? Yeah? Which way are we going, mate? I'll go that way. No. Turn around then. No, I'll not do that, don't you worry about that. Alright, let's go. It's class, mate.
He just left us. He's gone off in a little canoe.
Canoe?
Just a wooden canoe.
I smell them bananas. That smell of them bananas.
He's got his lunch. He's got all his bananas.
Without him, he'll find his way.
Steady over there.
And for the first time, Jade is expressing an interest in something that's not fried.
What is it?
No, turmeric. You know, this is the plant. See the smell?
Yeah. Ah, smells it orange.
Not orange here. Smell the turmeric.
Vanilla. No, what do you call it? Lavender. It smells like lavender.
Smell or not?
After going AWOL, Harry returns triumphant.
That was good, that. That was good. We just had a communication problem. I was rowing the opposite way to what he was rowing.
You're weird.
I'm really starting to love it here. Within 200-300 yards down the road, there's something different happening. It's just a complete different life to ours. No hustle and bustle. It's, I'm really getting used to it. I really am getting used to it.
It's the last day and the highlight of the Falconer Pughs holiday, a trip into the mountains. With 22 hairpin bends to negotiate, it's a bumpy ride and a long way down.
Noisy, totally existing, open to all weathers, and it's absolutely brilliant.
Travelling by public transport means the families get a feel for the culture, even if it is a precarious ride.
This is one of the things we really wanted to show the family, that you could travel around by local transport and all that. It's fear of the unknown. Once you're on it, it's brilliant.
What started as a holiday from hell is turning into the trip of a lifetime for Sharon Foster.
Just look at what's around you. It's not something that's in a brochure. It's nowhere else will I ever get what I've seen today, never.
The end of the journey is Ponmoody Hill Station, a village 3,000 feet above sea level.
This is the type of place that people would only see in their dreams. It's just amazing.
For Harry Foster, the trip is a profound experience.
I think it's about time we start seeing a bit more of the world. You know, there's a lot of variety out there. It's a great thing. It really is. I wish I'd done it early on in my life.
The Fosters have warmed to the charms of India and are even dressing like locals. But as the families come together for a last supper, there are still issues from both holidays.
Magaluf has no interest. I was never young, foolish and stupid enough to go and up the wall every penny that I earned.
Our holiday is about going out there, having fun, being wild, being stupid, but it does not make us shallow people.
You know you can come, get in your car, drive to the airport, jump on that plane, and the most important thing is you know that your family are going to be comfortable with that holiday.
My height of Magaluf, I reckon, would be going out in the night and just enjoying myself on the nightlife. And I also got a bird out of it, which is always a plus side.
Personally, I don't think I'd spend money on going to Magaluf.
And the Falconer Pughs Indian holiday has had its challenges for the Fosters.
Back to basics. I never been to basics, so have I? They're used to going out and washing in a dirty water and drinking dirty water, brushing their teeth in dirty water, washing their clothes. I'm not used to that.
We dropped you in the middle of India. We dropped you in the middle of heat, food you weren't used to.
Would have been nice if I had some practicalities.
Exactly, yeah.
Because we've been on holiday with you, you have a broadened our horizon. There's no question about that.
If at a later stage you would want to come back, would you contemplate coming back in contact with us?
Yes, culture wise. Let's get this right. We're going to exchange numbers and addresses.
Oh, definitely so. We
You know,
really
mate.
have all got on so well.
Against all the odds, two families have become firm friends, and for some, it's been a life-changing experience.
The thing I enjoyed about Magaluf was to learn about somebody else, and that was Harry.
Magaluf has changed my direction in holidays in the future. I think I'll be going on more holidays like that in the future.
I think it's the people that make India. I mean, I've never in my life been called a lady, and for the once this week I have been a lady.
I know for a fact I will come back out here. I haven't seen enough of India now. I've fallen in love with it.
I really don't want
Yo, Fosters!
We have been and booked our flight to Goa.
We're going back to explore India once again. Thank you very much.
As a family, you are absolutely brilliant. And thank you so much for all the mail I'm getting.
This is to Chris. I would just like to ask you when's the invitation to yours and Stacey's wedding?
I think we're just going to leave it as a holiday romance and nothing else. I don't think. Anyway, it's up to...
I haven't got in touch with you for like 2 months now. I've lost your number. Teaches you not to write it down on a napkin, really, doesn't it?